All right.
I got it.
Got a tape. Yeah, had to.
And it works.
Of course it works. Because it's assisting the kneecap, right? It's assisting the kneecap. It's doing the job of the muscles. Anyways, for our viewers and listeners, welcome back to the project Battlefit Life, the Battlefit Life. And today we have a celebrity guest, Ejaz Khan. All right. Actor, fitness junkie, biker, dog lover, and my friend and client for a while now. So, Ejaz,
Yeah.
let's start the talk with the one thing that hassles you the most, fitness and injuries, right? So what age are you now and what's the scope with the injuries?
I'm at a very good age, man. Personally, let me put it that way. I am independent.
Mm-hmm.
I am wise enough to know when I'm wrong
Mm-hmm.
and smart enough not to waste time with my mistakes. So I'm 46. I'm going to be 46 in another 8 days, on the 28th of August. And with injuries, yeah, it's been, I think, a long, not a battle with it, but an association with it. So I always try to think of injuries as going through them and not having an injury per se. I think my first injury was in 2000, where I dislocated my right shoulder twice.
Mm-hmm.
A film. Then I went on to find out the right doctor for my surgery, because at that point people were doing some putty plast or something. They used to take a sheath of muscle from here, wrap it around, and staple it right here so your arm wouldn't move at all. If it wouldn't move, it wouldn't get dislocated. So then I had to find out a doctor who would use Mitec sutures. That was in 2000. Then I'll fast forward 2015. This shoulder got dislocated. A C6, C7 prolapse, L4, L5. I think I broke this twice, metatarsals, broke my metacarpals twice, and I had a left trick knee. So this is just escalated now. I didn't know what a trick knee was. All I thought was, चलो मैं डांस करता था, ज्यादा यूज हो गया तो कभी कभी अटक जाती है, तो मुझे उसे ऐसा करके रिलीज करना पड़ता है. But apparently it was the cartilage patella has degenerated so much, and at one point it has got an injury. So as soon as that point comes in contact with the patella, I'm in tremendous pain. So now, as you know, the muscles, the peripheral muscles have gone, and all I'm working on is firing those muscles so that the load on my knee is offset. So yeah, I think the most important point about having any injury is not acquiring half knowledge from Google, sitting with a doctor, understanding what it is, and understanding how do you work around it by modifying your lifestyle a little.
Absolutely.
That's about it. You don't have to limit yourself. Come on, yeah, people live without hands and feet and they still go on to have a very, very healthy lives. So
Absolutely.
At least I am in a space of privilege where I have access to medical knowledge. I have access to people like you to guide me. And so I'm smart enough to understand that, ठीक है, ये limitation अभी है. मैं शायद 1 साल तक फुटबॉल नहीं खेल सकूंगा, कोई बात नहीं. But hopefully I'll be dancing in about 6 months. So cool. I'm cool with that.
So there are a lot of celebs, actors who want to look fit but are not actually fit. All right, like obviously you are a rarity. There's you, there's Tiger Shroff. There are few handpicked people who are actually as fit as they look or the character they portray on screen. But rest are, as you say, as we call it, upar hatti niche agarbatti. Just show bodies on top, no legs below. Bodies that can't perform. And a good example of that was on Bigg Boss. When you went on Bigg Boss, despite being an older contestant, you hacked out all your competition left, right, and center when it came to any fitness-based event, right? So what's your take on your pursuit of fitness? How did you choose to actually pursue fitness rather than just looking fit?
Pushkaraj, I was very lucky, brother, because in school, I got exposed to dancing. So not only that, I think, I think it comes from my dad. Yeah, my dad was from VJTI, and VJTI में वो जब Five Garden सब जगह है ना, तो everyone plays basketball, everyone plays football. So my dad stayed in a hostel for like 6-8 years, I think. So he had that thing in him कि life में sports person बनना बहुत जरूरी है. And I cannot emphasize this enough. You know that how important it is to be a part of any sporting discipline. Hockey taught me to be a team player. Hockey gave me discipline. 5:30 in the morning with your hockey stick and your school bag, running, jogging to school, and working with the Indian hockey team sometimes, because I grew up in Chembur. So some of the hockey players used to be around. And football has been a passion all my life. I think I played football all my life till I left my house for my engineering, every evening. So, and then I went on to, coming back to this, a team discipline. So, you know, in life, you need to have a team sometimes, and you need to pass the ball. You don't need to take onus of scoring the goal all the time. That's when you win. And also something like something as unique as BMX freestyling. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to fall, how to get up. It teaches you how to fall. Most important. In life also, you keep falling. So it doesn't necessarily mean you fall and you break down. You should know how to roll with the punches. It teaches you balance, BMX freestyling. It puts you in a Zen-like state. You have to focus. Otherwise, you lose balance and you fall off. So I was very lucky I got exposed to these things. And in a way, they instilled in me this kind of discipline. So even when I went for Bigg Boss, जब सब लोग मेरे को चिच्चा बोल रहे थे, बुड्ढा बोल रहे थे, मैं बोला है, तेरा इनका पेट निकला है, सिगरेट ये लोग पी रहे हैं, ये लोग मेरे से क्या compete करेंगे? So I was later on I started smoking. I shouldn't. Stresses you out. Anyway, I don't anymore. I dislike putting any kind of intoxication or any kind of thing inside me that gives me some kind of escape mechanism from reality. Because now where I am in my life, I don't need to run away from myself. I am comfortable with my flaws. I'm comfortable with my injuries. I'm comfortable with what I'm made of. And, you know, I was so lucky in Chembur, there was this gentleman called Sharad Kinekar. Apparently, he used to train Black Cat Commandos. ऐसा बोलता था वो, मेरे को मालूम नहीं वो train करता था क्या नहीं. तो उसका एक home gym था. और my friend used to go there. और महीने का 250 रुपया था. That's the only thing I could afford. उतना भी नहीं कर पाता. And I remember 3 महीना के लिए हम लोग सिर्फ squat मारा, deadlift मारा और bench press. Alternate days. दिन में 12 रोटी, peanut butter और 12 केला. And he kind of schooled me how your body needs to grow right like a tree. तेरा base, तेरा hips, तेरा legs, कितना important रहता है to stabilize your body, how it grows with your core and how your upper body then needs to grow up. तो वो दिमाग में है. तो ये जो aesthetic bodies जो हम लोग का एक्टर्स जो जिम में जाके अरे मैं एक्टिंग कर रहा हूँ, मैं एक्टिंग सीख रहा हूँ, मैं एक्टिंग सीख रहा हूँ, उतना नहीं मजा आता है मेरे को. Of course, for some roles, some characters, I need to look that sharp, that polished, that buffed up. If I'm playing a character like that, otherwise I try. See, this is how I am. I try to use my flaws in my characters to make them real.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Got into that trap, and thankfully, because of my knowledge and because of I have associated with people like you, I have associated with people like Azad. I have friends who are doctors, who give me, who we talk the same language. We understand what we're talking, and I have a क्या बोलते हैं मेरे को भूख है वो knowledge का. Like even when I came to you, I wanted to understand what was going in me. I wanted to understand what effect it would have. I wanted to understand कि if I don't do that, मेरे body पर क्या फर्क पड़ेगा. तो उतना है. बाकी तो I look at people around me. I look at a lot of kids. I look at all these influencers giving, giving.
How to lose side
don't
boob
get
fat by doing this?
Get it.
Apparently, like fuck.
How do they get away with this?
Yeah, because Indian public wants to watch trash.
Oh my God.
Like there's some 10,000 views if a video is put up in a bra of a random workout being done that makes no sense. But yeah,
It's not even cringe, it's criminal. Because I understand, brother, if I have like 500 something thousand followers on Instagram, उसमें से अगर मैं एक वर्कआउट वीडियो डालेगा, उसमें से कम 100 लोग तो वो वर्कआउट ट्राई करेंगे, 110 लोग ट्राई करेंगे. अगर मैं गलत कर रहा हूं, वो लोग they can be harmed, they can inflict harm on themselves. So I am very conscious कि मैं ऐसा एक्सरसाइज ना दिखाऊं कि तुम ये कर सकते हो, तुम ये कर सकते हो, सारा जाके वो लोग का पीठ टूट जाएगा, कल करेगा, हाँ इजाज भाई करते तो मैं भी करूंगा. और ये लोग तो एडवोकेट करते हैं.
it's a responsibility and most celebs don't get it. Like you have celebs giving advice on nutrition where they don't know the ABC of nutrition. Forget the rest of the 22 alphabets. Like
So,
the most recent one that is trending is this guy saying about protein. I don't want to name the actor, but the actor said that protein powder stay in your body for 3 years. Then another A-lister saying that
he's talking about Samantha Bhatta, man.
zero carb protein has 0 calories. I'm like, Baba, why? Why do you want to talk on camera and make a fool of yourself?
0 carb protein has 0 calories, bola.
And there's an A-lister, so yay.
This is like criminal negligence. You can't come on a public platform and say all this. It's worse than fake news.
Exactly, but they don't have a sense of responsibility, I guess. And I think
Knowledge
somewhere
नहीं है. Knowledge नहीं है.
knowledge nahi hai to bhi at least like if you don't have knowledge, like shut up about the topic, na? Is there any pressure to say that yes, I have an opinion on this when you do not like have an educated opinion on it? Like they go out and say it on camera as if this is my advice. ये मेरा ज्ञान है, तुम ले लो, तुम्हारी जिंदगी बदल जाएगी. Like another actress talking about giving up salt, giving up this, giving up that. तुम ये छोड़ दो, वो छोड़ दो. Full 110% confidence. Scientific understanding, 0. So yeah, I don't know what the is wrong with these
कोई
guys.
बात नहीं है.
But then yeah, there are a few sensible people. So which is an actor that you looked up to for like advice or inspiration across time in your early years, mid years, and now?
I think Arnold's Encyclopedia, man.
Yeah, that was everybody's starting point, I guess. Even I had a copy.
Yeah, someone had a book. I was like, oh my God. And it was so much in-depth knowledge, diagrams and everything. वही था. पहला क्या था? पहला इंटरनेट नहीं था. हम लोग का मोबाइल नहीं था. किसी एक के पास कुछ देखा, कभी-कभी देखा अंदर से, बोला हाँ मैं जो कर रहा है बराबर कर रहा है, और उतना ही बराबर था. बाकी तो मैं इतना गलतियां किया हूँ while working out also. And I think it's an ongoing learning process.
Yeah.
Because science
even now we make mistakes. It's always evolving.
Science is evolving. So I think Arnold's Encyclopedia was my first thing where सबसे ज्यादा influence किया. और उसके बाद there are few action stars. There's this God, who's this guy from Indonesia, man?
Tony Jaa.
The guy who Yeah, man.
Yeah.
मेरे को उसका फिटनेस बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
Muay Thai guy. So how did you not get drawn to martial arts? Because you were into BMX stunting, you were into football, hockey, all high action sports. How did you not get attracted or involved into martial arts?
3 years parkour.
And 3 years of parkour, exactly.
And I think, unfortunately, by the time I got the time to pursue these things, acting शुरू हो गया था. तो वो डिसिप्लिन मेरे को तोड़ के करना पड़ा. मैं विंग चुन कुंग-फू करता था with my sir, alternate days every morning at 8 o'clock. And that's also a discipline. It's not like you let go of it. So it was ongoing, but after a certain point, my injuries started cropping up. And either rehab ka hai na, I think rehab is also at a very nascent stage over here in India. Right now, I am being exposed to so many new things that I was showing you this new taping.
Taping.
That I had gone to Dr. Weber, and he actually pushed my kneecap a little up and secured it. And since yesterday, I've only been telling Pavitra, man, this is like it's something new altogether. I'm walking straight, I'm bending down a little, और वो भी सारा normal tape है ये. इतना फर्क कैसे पड़ता है?
Yeah.
I think rehab is also at a stage. Or every time I kept on losing muscle, my injuries flared up. So I had to tone down my my martial arts thing. I actually went to some MMA classes. I took MMA classes just to see. यार ग्रापलिंग कर करके खाली ऐसे ही हो रहा था. ये क्या कर रहा है? मतलब all we were doing is we were holding on to the bloody punching bag down and we were trying to turn with it. And I just died. I was like, ठीक है. And that time it was in Mira Road or something. Or Assembly. तो मैं उधर गया था 2-3 बार. तो बाकी नहीं कर सका. जाने दे. Lots of other reasons. But I think now I will try to pursue a discipline that I can maintain throughout my life.
Absolutely.
Push it for a little bit, and then if my injuries flare up, वापस मैं रुक जाऊंगा. I'll do something like that.
And this is an advice I give to a lot of people, that find an activity that you can sustain. No point doing something in a burst and then letting go, that you can do for fun. But if you want it as a lifestyle, pick an activity that you can sustain all through life, or moderate that activity in a way that you can pursue till much later ages.
Exactly.
Like, you can't continue to train the way you train when you're in your 20s and 30s. You have to change the way you train a bit. You have to adapt. You have to taper it down a bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now I respect age. पहला क्या था ना, towards when I was closing in on 40 ना, मेरे को नहीं लगता था कि यार no I'm 40 ना, मेरे को नहीं.
I'm invincible.
But I realized I've abused my joints so much.
Yeah.
Running on the road or running on the treadmill, I realized now running on the treadmill is not that healthy for my knees. Then cycling or playing football on the turf. One game of football on the turf, because पैर इतना hard fix होता है कि when you turn your foot, when you pivot, knee पर बहुत load आता है.
Yes.
Whereas if you're on grass,
you can tear up the ligaments with a twist.
हाँ.
Yeah.
Grass पे slip होता है. It's natural. That is why we don't have real turf in nature. We have things like grass, we have sand, we have soil. तो वो सब मैं ध्यान रखता हूँ अभी. अच्छा, before I forget, we addressed a few things about influencers giving wrong advice. We addressed a little bit of diet and nutrition and a little bit of exercise. So अगर हम बोल रहे हैं कि ये गलत कर रहे हैं, हमको ये भी बताना चाहिए कि सही क्या है. Otherwise we'll only be complaining.
Absolutely. So that's the thing. Like, the internet is a treasure trove of a lot of things. The problem is the treasure is buried between a lot of shit. So unless you have your basics right, now you cannot find the diamonds from the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I get my information from the same place my other friends get their information. The difference is I have a basic education in fitness. So I have a guideline of telling me right versus wrong. I have the ability to evaluate that information for right versus wrong. So I read one article, my friend reads the same article. The conclusion I draw from that article versus the conclusion my friend draws from that article is worlds apart.
Very interesting. And why do you think this happens, man? Because
Basic
of
education. Yeah, basic education. What are the basics you know about that field? For example, अगर मैंने basic science ही नहीं पढ़ा है, okay, and then somebody tells me that the earth is flat, what is my argument against it? If he embellishes the argument, throws in 2-3 celebrities that give quotes that yes, earth is flat, brings in a dance number, makes it very interesting and flashy with animation and graphics, as a noob, I'm like, of course, earth is flat. Yeah, and anything packaged well is very believable nowadays. And a good example of that is a Game Changers documentary.
Oh yeah, man.
That entire movie is an ad film for James Cameron's company, marketed as a documentary. And people are actually believing that shit. I've actually published a full half-hour rebuttal of the documentary.
Arnold say so many things.
No.
How did Arnold
No.
say many things?
So Arnold redacted his statement. He gave a clarification later on. Later on he said that I have now started consuming veggies within my diet. I never said that I'm eating only vegetables. They have edited my statement out of context.
It came across wrong.
Yeah. And that's the thing, na? Because James Cameron is his like godfather in the movie industry. He can't tell him, no, I don't want to do a cameo in your stupid documentary, even though I don't believe in it. It's like, हाँ यार, you are my बाप, अभी करना पड़ेगा तुम्हारे लिए. You said, okay, I gave a statement. And then they cut it as per they want it. They edited out the part where he said, no, meats are still my primary source of protein. And that cannot be replaced. They cut out that part.
Acha, brother, tell me something. There are so many kids who will be watching this, okay? Now, what is the 5 simple pointers you can give them about diet?
So
basic diet for fitness, for workout, for muscle building, कुछ अलग अलग नहीं है. मेरे हिसाब से fitness is definition of fitness क्या है?
Fitness is general.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's general.
Definition of fitness है. My basic definition of fitness is my body shouldn't limit any activity that I want to do in life.
Exactly. You should be ready for life. General physical preparedness. अगर मेरे को सीढ़ियां चढ़नी है, मेरे को चढ़ने होना चाहिए. अगर मेरे को मेरे बच्चों के साथ खेलना है, मेरे को खेलने होना चाहिए. Like fitness for a 70-year-old grandfather is the ability to play with his grandchildren.
Yeah.
Fitness for a man living alone is the ability to carry the gas cylinder from the door or the ground floor to his first floor flat and fit it there. It can be as trivial as that, but that is the fact. If you cannot do your daily routine things in life and they are a challenge to you, you're not.
Yeah.
Taking fitness in aspect to a sport is a completely different thing. That's human performance. That's not fitness. Okay?
Yes.
So for generally being fit, nutrition wise, cut out as many sugars as you can. Sugar is your number one cause of inflammation.
Most important in life.
Yeah, cut out sugar as much as you can. Okay. Second thing, have first grade proteins. Okay?
And what is first grade protein?
First grade protein comes from dairy and meat sources only. Okay. So you have eggs, which are the cheapest, paneer, which is the godfather for vegetarians, and then you have your chicken, beef, meat, whatever you have.
What do you have to say for people who give me a bowl of dal and tell me ये भी तो protein है, खा?
The proteins in dal are very negligible compared to the amount of carbs in dal.
Exactly.
Apart from that, that protein is very bioavailable to gai, bhains, bakri, ruminating animals who have an extremely long digestive tract and have different enzymes for it. Humans cannot digest that protein very well, which is why chana gives you so much gas, right? Chana goes undigested through your stomach, through your small intestine, into your large intestine. In the large intestine, as a last minute resort, your body tries to break it down with bacteria, therefore producing gas. And therefore you keep farting with a lot of chana. Ghoda does not do that. Why? Ghoda has the enzymes to break down chana and derive the protein out of it.
Okay, what about the argument that you don't need animal protein? So in terms of evolution, मेरे को मालूम है, मैं audience के लिए, क्योंकि अपन दो sensible लोग बात कर रहे हैं और हम लोग सिर्फ book knowledge की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम लोग experience से बात कर रहे हैं.
Yeah. So even I have vegan friends, okay, and vegans who are vegan because they love animals and they know that it's not a healthy lifestyle but still choose to live it, taking the appropriate supplementation needed along with it to sustain a good lifestyle.
Yes.
I absolutely agree with and I support them.
Yes.
But people who say vegan lifestyle is a healthy lifestyle are idiots. I'm not going to mince words about that. Absolutely idiots.
And अगर तू evolution wise explain करेगा, कैसे explain करेगा? Why does man as a human being or a man or as a Homo sapien, why do we need animal protein?
So Homo sapiens, the humans we are today, right? We are omnivores. Okay? Omnivores is the primary biological directive towards being carnivores. The only difference is we need our meats cooked because we don't have canines. Our canines have shortened. See? That's it.
Yeah.
We don't have long canines to tear them. We don't have the extra enzymes to break down raw meat. But as compared to vegetables, we absolutely do not have the enzymes needed to digest grass and veggies and leaves efficiently. Okay. So as a human being, we have the digestive enzymes and the digestive system to take out the protein from dairy and meat sources efficiently. We do not have the enzymes and the digestive system needed to break down the proteins available in sources, in your green source.
Yeah. Sorry.
I figured.
Where are you? Sorry. I'm back. Sorry, I was getting a call. Yeah. So omnivores, and we are closer to carnivores.
Yeah, and the biggest problem is when people talk about eating the way humans are meant to eat. Okay, हमारे दादा परदादा तो दाल चावल गेहूं सब खाते थे. Go way beyond your dada pardada. Okay, cultivation is not even 5,000 years old technically in the history of humankind, and humankind extends way beyond that. So you're talking of the last 3% of evolution period, of human evolution period, and you're extrapolating it to everything. Yes,
is when farming and settling down and having grains started in large amounts.
Exactly. So people say, oh, to jungle mein aadmi fruits khata tha. No, the fruits you get today are cultivated, orchard-raised fruits. They are not wild fruits. In the wild, the fruits that you used to get were not so rich in fructose sugar, were very high in fiber, were not so sweet, and were much smaller and also bitter. So you could not have a lot of them. Sweet apples only grew in Afghanistan. All over the world, apples were bitter and they were this small, right? Then somebody took Afghan apple, crossbred it, hybridized it. Then you get Kashmir apple, New England apple, European apple, American apple, and 10,000 variants, which are all sweet, thick, and loaded with fructose sugar and low in fiber. Exactly. That is not the way we were supposed to eat in the first place.
And we are gorging on that and think that, oh my God, this is so healthy.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away. The only way that apple will keep the doctor away, we fucking hit that doctor with an apple.
These truth bombs, na, log aisa dikhte रहेंगे. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है.
Yeah, a lot of people are scandalized when I talk to them for the first time.
Other time मैं बोलता हूँ, हाँ तू बराबर है, और मैं चुप बैठता हूँ, बराबर खा.
Even I do that.
Go on.
If somebody is not a paying client or not a close friend, I don't bother correcting them anymore. I'm like, acha, arey wow, very good. Because I am not going to waste my brain space explaining an idiot everything I've learned over all these years. Yeah. I spent time, money, and effort studying. You can do the same, or you continue doing your stupid shit. When you fuck yourself up, you're welcome to come to me and then ask, what did I do wrong? As a paying client.
And brother, I know only a paying client will actually process that information because he's paying, he or she is paying,
Exactly.
and accept it. नहीं तो बाकी सब free advice कोई नहीं लेता, इसके लिए मैं किसी को बोलता ही नहीं है.
Exactly. ऐसा कर रहा है. अरे वाह, very good. Thank you. Move on from that conversation. Earlier, I used to get riled up. I used to get into like quarrels and debates on social media and parties and social interactions also. Now I stopped. I'm like, अच्छा ऐसा कर रहा है. Very good. Move on. Get out of that conversation. Exit. Save your time. Save your brain space. Not worth it. So,
Nutrition के बारे में बोला था.
in your case, so you are in an industry where celebrity nutritionists and celebrity fitness consultants and celebrity trainers are rife.
I hate that word celebrity.
So, why do you think actors are so susceptible to fall for these celebrity gimmicks?
मेरे को एक बात बता, एक्टर बनने के लिए क्राइटेरिया क्या है आज की तारीख में?
Like 2% acting skills, 88%, 98% connections.
बहुत डिबेटेबल है वो सारा.
In the majority.
एक्टिंग किधर है यार? नाउ और मैं भी एक्टर कैसे बना? डिफॉल्ट से बना यार. आई वाज लकी. पहले तो ज्योग्राफिकल लॉटरी मेरे को मिला, मैं बॉम्बे में हूं. और दूसरी बात जेनेटिक लॉटरी मिला, ये ठीक है. और उसके बाद मतलब एजुकेशन भी मेरे को मिला इतना समझने के लिए कि इंडस्ट्री से 3-4 अक्लमंद लोग मेरे अंदर पोटेंशियल देख रहा है, तो मेरे को भी इसके तरफ सोचना चाहिए. मर्चेंट नेवी में नहीं जाना चाहिए, इसके बारे में मेरे को सोचना चाहिए. तो मैं सोचा, इतना सिंपल है. और फिर बाद में एक्टिंग करते करते, बिकॉज आई गॉट सो मच अपॉर्चुनिटी इन टेलीविजन इन मास क्वांटिटी में, तो अब मैं अपनी गलतियां करते करते सीखा. अनफॉर्चुनेटली, एंड यू सी, I'm not saying benchmark is only people in Hollywood or people abroad, but over there people actually go to acting schools, they graduate in acting, they do theater for 4 years, they have drama teachers for 10 years. इधर वैसा नहीं है रे. इधर you're born in the right family and you know since तेरे नामकरण के पहले तेरा स्क्रीन नेम वो लोग दे देते हैं.
Exactly.
और दूसरी बात क्या है, खाली एक्टर्स का गलती नहीं है यार, जो काम बनाता भी है, इवन दे वांट ओनली एस्थेटिकली प्रोपोर्शनेट पर्सन. अभी मैं नाम नहीं लेगा, यू आल्सो लुक एट द फीमेल एक्टर्स यार. एट वन पॉइंट आई रिमेंबर देयर वाज नो रीजन फॉर, अनफॉर्चुनेटली, आई मीन आई लव तब्बू. टू मी शी इज द epitome of best actor, best actor on screen. And then you have I mean nothing against them, you have people who are just
there for look.
good looking.
Just pretty hair screen pe rahe bas.
मतलब some boys also basically good looking, और बाकी बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक काम कर लेगा, राइटिंग काम कर लेगा, वो सब काम कर लेगा. सो कमिंग बैक टू योर क्वेश्चन, why are they so susceptible? One, as an actor, I know हम लोग बहुत insecure है. हम लोग को मालूम नहीं है कि till when will we be actors and till when will we be relevant. So we are always looking for a quick fix. We are always looking for a shortcut or quick fix. और जिस तरह इनसिक्योर लोग गॉडमैन या गॉड वुमेन के पास जाके एकदम ये हो जाता है, ओ माय गॉड ये बराबर है, इन द सेम वे वो सेलिब्रिटी ट्रेनर्स के पास जाके
बिना इवैल्यूएट किए,
इसने आमिर की बॉडी बनाई है ना गजनी में, ये मेरी भी बना सकता है, तो बस हो जा रहा है, खत्म, और कुछ भी नहीं है.
एग्जैक्टली.
एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी चेंज हो रहा है, अभी फिटनेस का भी चेंज हो रहा है, बिकॉज लोगों को समझ में आता है कि खाली मसल्स और वेन दिखाने से तो एक्टिंग नहीं कर सकता. यू नीड टू हैव सम सब्सटेंस ओवर हियर. एंड कभी मेरा जैसे सिटी ऑफ ड्रीम्स में I had to put on 12 kgs in a short span of time. So I went to Kaizad. I asked him, sir, मेरे को ऐसा करना है. I took advice from him. Like right now, because of my injury and everything, and I need to maintain a little bit of physicality, I came to you. I asked you, मेरा training में क्या करूँ, मेरा supplementation में क्या करूँ. So right now, at least actors have access to this knowledge through people like you. Things are changing, but they're not changing as much as they do because still, as if you think that A-list, you told me an A-lister has said that zero carb protein पे zero calorie.
0 calories hota hai.
मेरे को बाद में please बोला मैं इसको ढूंढ के गाली दूंगा.
I'll share it on my stories. You'll see it. Okay, we have like made a meme out of it now. So it's also about the social circles like you walk around in, na? Like celebrities meet celebrities, celebrities meet celebrities. They meet their social circles. Like, oh, तूने इसका body बना है, अभी मेरा भी बना दे. And they don't realize that I will not name the person, but XYZ madam, okay, has not helped this heroine build her body. That heroine was genetically gifted already. उससे तुम दिन में 10 बार पाद भी मरवा देना, उसकी body बन जाती.
Exactly.
So what other actresses think? Oh, so I need to go to her to build my body like that. So now this lady will say that you work out on the 8th floor of the building, and that will be high altitude training, and you lose fat faster. And this madam will believe it and do it. And Bombay Times will print an article about it, of how working out on the 8th floor is high altitude training that helps you lose fat faster. I am not kidding. You can Google this statement. And it's hilarious. And this is said by a celebrity trainer who trains top actresses of Mumbai, apparently. Not apparently, she does. But yeah, they're all idiots. They could do a lot better by training under like proper coaches for a change. Like you look at Disha Patni, like she's phenomenal. Like the way she is building her body and going about it is phenomenal. She has a 100 kg squat right now with a body that looks as gorgeous as hers. So it shows like you can get the same effects and build an actually functionally fit. And when I say functionally fit, I don't mean doing circus exercises. I mean like actually being able to move your body in the right ways possible with the right kind of training. But
one more thing I want to ask you, ये fat diets जैसे है ना, fat exercise regime
absolutely
बराबर अलग style के आते हैं. But you know and I know basic exercises work. Just elaborate a little bit on that.
So this applies for everything. Actually, I've made a video about it even earlier. This applies to every fucking field. Stick to the basics. तुमको हजार चीजें करने हैं ना, करो. But your basic foundation has to be strong. I can do 100 different kinds of workouts, but my squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press will remain. As a photographer, I can experiment with a ton of lighting ideas, but my basic 3-point lighting concept has to be strong in my head.
Right? I can't emphasize this enough. This basic exercise, 4 basic exercise, build your body.
Exactly. Same thing with nutrition. Like people are like, अरे मैं BCA लेता है, फिर ये वाला amino डालता है, फिर वो वाला amino डालता है, फिर ये glutamix लेता है. I'm like, प्रोटीन कितना लेता है, फैट कितना लेता है, कार्ब कितना लेता है? नहीं, वो मैंने गिना नहीं है. Like basics. And when you actually calculate them, you realize that they are having less protein than even a 4th standard kid who's an athlete. So what's the point? You're doing all the fancy stuff. You're spending 25,000 on supplements a month, whereas the actual basic needs are not fulfilled in the first place. You think you're going to build a body with that? No, you're not. So but rather than spending 35,000, 30,000 a good consultant, these guys are spending 25,000 a month on shit supplements for years and ending up with a mediocre body that cannot perform well. Worst case scenario, jumping into roids and ending up with a limp dick way before whatever age they want to aim at. Like, oh, मैं जिम में गया था, ट्रेनर ने बोला डाल दे. कौन है तेरा ट्रेनर? उसका क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है? What has he done? Like, does he understand pharmaceuticals? Does he understand this? नहीं. तेरा basics clear है. What is your squat? Are you squatting at least 1.5, 2x your body weight before even considering any pharmaceuticals? नहीं, मेरे को वैसा वाला बॉडी चाहिए. उसने बोला डाल दे, हो जाएगा. मैंने डाल दिया. And then they come, ये काम नहीं कर रहा है. Now I'm in depression, this, that. I'm like, now what?
Imagine, man, kids as young as 18, 20 are on roids.
17-year-olds are on fucking roids. You haven't even started your peak biological cycles yet. your gonads are not even producing testosterone in the ample amount yet, और तो already बाहर से डाल रहा है. And what that does is, your testicles are have not started making testosterone the way that they're supposed to, and now you start making your body dependent on testosterone from outside.
So let's address this.
They stop manufacturing. Your testicles just stop manufacturing it. Like, क्यों manufacture करना है? बाहर से आ रहा है. So your body actually never learns to produce testosterone the right way.
Pause. Let's elaborate on this. So there are a lot of actors, athletes who are on roids. Okay.
Absolutely. They have to be.
They do it for performance enhancement. They do it because they want to accelerate muscle growth. है?
Yeah.
And they want to, वो strength automatically उसके साथ आता ही है. इसका basic समझा दे. So according to my knowledge, till the age of 23, 24, there are natural testosterone production चल रहा है. After that, testosterone production नीचे गिरता है. And after a certain age, तो बहुत नीचे गिरता है.
Yeah.
है ना? So if you, and testosterone is, तू उसका importance समझा दे. उससे building block क्या है? उससे क्यों?
I think your camera is stuck again. Having a network issue है just.
तेरा performance बढ़ता है. Calls, हाँ, बताओ.
I think you were having a network issue, but anyway, I got your question. So testosterone is your primary sex hormone as a male. As a female, obviously secondary, but testosterone is responsible for all your androgenic properties and for muscle synthesis. Okay. And sexual health, obviously. But I'll leave sexual health away from now, since these people are not taking testosterone for sexual performance, they're taking it for body building and androgenic features, like more masculinization. So as a teenager, your body starts producing testosterone.
Yeah.
Okay? By the time you are 25, your testosterone production has now peaked. From 18 to 25, it has like peaked. Now you are producing the best amount of testosterone in your entire life you probably ever will. Okay. After that, if you are into sports and activities that enhance or require testosterone production, that testosterone production will remain high up to 30, 35. Okay. But after that, it'll start dropping.
It's natural. It happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone. Okay. After 40, that drop intensifies. And then you are like heading towards what is known as old age. You'll have wear and tear faster. Your muscles will break down faster. Your recovery will not be fast. Basically, teenage, you get injured, you get up 2 weeks later, fuck it, back on the field. That is because testosterone is aiding healing. Right? Now, when people start putting in testosterone even before their own body has started to learn making testosterone in the high amounts, okay?
How much are they harming themselves?
They are absolutely shutting it down. It's like, if before I learned to walk, I've been given crutches. Okay, my dog is a good example. My dog has brain damage. Okay, so when I bought him, he couldn't walk more than 2 steps without falling. And I was told to get a dog wheelchair for him. I said, no, I'll just give him the right nutrition and allow him to walk around my house, which is, I have floor seating in the house. So there's gaddas everywhere. So if he falls, he doesn't hurt himself. And I continued. Now it's been 6 months. He runs around the house. So his only problem is staying steady in one place. He can't stop steady. Then he has to sit or fall to one side. Had I given him a wheelchair from the beginning, he would have never learned that. Because he never worked those muscles. He has never trained his body to adapt. He's never trained his brain to understand balance. Yeah. Same thing with your hormonal system. If you're always supplementing from outside, it never learns to produce on its own. So when these 17, 18-year-olds go off cycle from their steroids, their body doesn't learn to produce testosterone back again. So by the time they hit 25, instead of being at their peak, they are now external testosterone dependent to an extent where without injection, they cannot probably have sex. Because testosterone bacha hi nahi hai body produce hi nahi kar raha hai. Literally, there is nothing hanging in the ball sack. The testicles are shriveled up to like micro testicles and are just there for a showpieces now. And a lot of people have been doing that. Like one of my students once told me, so this is about lying about steroids, right? According to psychologists, pedophilia is the one habit or one characteristic that people lie about the most. The second one is steroid usage.
Wow.
Like there are people who don't confess steroid usage to their nearest and dearest ones. Okay, and I've seen a pure example of that. One of my students once told me, this is when I was teaching in Wellington, I was teaching mass media and advertising. And one of my students tells me, and this topic came up, we were discussing fitness, and I said, everybody you see on a bodybuilding stage is 100% roided. There is no two ways about it. You cannot be a competitive bodybuilder without steroids.
हाँ, वो natural bodybuilder मालूम नहीं क्या है भाई.
That is different. That is like they stay on steroids half their life, and then 1 year they go natural and compete in natural bodybuilding, which is bullshit. Anyways, this girl is like, no sir, my boyfriend competes. This is his photo. Look at him. He's never been on roids. I'm like, really? And then she shows me the photo and I see it. And I remember seeing that guy at the guy I know deals steroids for the past 5 years at his office. I'm like, I wonder what he was doing there. But given that your own girlfriend who's like sleeping with you for the past 3 years doesn't know about it, you've clearly been very secretive about it. And that's a fact. People don't tell. People don't confess. Obviously, there's a stigma attached to it. So like, roids है तो cheating किया.
हाँ. और ये भी रहता है कि अरे ये तो गोली पाउडर की बॉडी है.
I actually had a t-shirt that said powder wali body for that reason. I printed the t-shirt and wore it. I got tired of explaining people that powder wali body is nothing but a naturally well-built body with proteins from dairy sources.
Workout उतना ही करना पड़ता है.
Exactly. And people don't get this. People think steroids is cheating, but they don't realize steroid is not something magical. It's something that boosts your protein synthesis. Okay. It's not that I will put in testosterone and suddenly, oh my God, my lifts will go up by 30-40%. No, your increases in strength come by 5 to 10% numbers. And that also if you're putting in the work. Plus, if you're on steroids and not putting in that extreme hard effort, you're just going to damage your liver and other organs. You're going to get all the side effects of steroids without the benefits of steroids. It's basically playing with fire. It's like putting a 100cc Vespa on nitrous. Yeah, it's just going to explode. Boom, that's it. It's not going to touch 200 mph. It's just like boom, boom, khatam. That's it. And people don't get that. People think steroids is a shortcut.
Also this is because see, when I was also getting started, oh steroids वाली नई इंजेक्शन ये वो, फिर बाद में नॉलेज मिला. क्यों? अभी भी तू अगर डॉक्टर से पूछेगा ना, ओ नो 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 डोंट डू दैट, ओ नो 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 ऐसा नहीं होता, ऐसा नहीं होता यार. आई डोंट थिंक के नेसेंट साइंस है, अभी भी पीपल आर फिगरिंग आउट. तो अभी ओलंपिक खत्म हुआ तो लोगों को बहुत इंटरेस्ट आ गया है परफॉर्मेंस एनहांसमेंट में. मेरे को भी बॉडी चाहिए, नीरज चोपड़ा जैसा मैं भी करूंगा, मैं भी फेंकूंगा लंबा लंबा. लेकिन उनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि कितना हार्ड वर्क जाता है. उसके बावजूद यू हैव टू पुट इन द हार्ड वर्क ओवरनाइट. व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस, व्हाई आई एम एम्फसाइजिंग दिस इज, लोग अ लॉट ऑफ किड्स, मैं अभी रियलिटी शो करके आया ना, सारे रियलिटी शो में लोग एक दूसरे को गाली देते, अरे ये गोली पाउडर टोचन का बॉडी मेरे को मत दिखा, ये वो करके. ठीक है, स्ट्रेंथ नहीं आता रहेगा, एस्थेटिकली तो बफ्ड अप दिखेगा, कुछ भी होएगा, बट यू हैव टू वर्क आउट, यू हैव टू पुट इन द फकिंग वर्क. इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू के इधर से इंजेक्शन डाला और ए बॉडी बन गया ऐसा करके. इट इज गोइंग टू हार्म यू इवन मोर. आई एम जस्ट रिपीटिंग व्हाट यू आर सेइंग टू एम्फसाइज द ब्लडी पॉइंट, बिकॉज़ पीपल कम एंड आस्क मी आल्सो, सर मेरे को बॉडी बनाने का, सर मैं ये शुरू किया. मैं ऐसा उनको देखते यार क्या कर रहा है तू अपने आप के साथ, तू उसके पहले टेस्ट, तू तेरा लिवर किडनी का टेस्ट नहीं किया है, कुछ नहीं किया है. तेरे को किसी ने जिम में बोला ये डालना शुरू किया है, तो सारे घोड़े का स्टेरॉइड डाल रहे हैं, तेरे को मालूम भी नहीं है कितना अमाउंट डालना चाहिए. सो इफ पीपल नीड टू गो थ्रू टेस्टोस्टेरोन रिप्लेसमेंट, they should come to educate people. Also, it might not be legal, so approach from the right pathways.
In India, it's not. It's a loophole. In India, it's not. But yeah, people find their ways to do stuff.
Yeah, but go only to educated people who have knowledge, or not in gym locker rooms के तू क्या डालने वाला है, मैं भी वो डाल के देखता है. Please मत करो. भेलपुरी. In the long run.
Yeah. It's not भेलपुरी, आज मैंने ये डाल दिया, कल मैंने वो डाल दिया, and then चलो मजा आ गया. नहीं, it's going to fuck you up for life most probably. So you need to be careful of that. So Ejaz, back to you. Okay. Now, as an actor, life is obviously stressful. You don't know what time your call time is. You don't know कब next shoot का season चालू होगा, कितना time break है. So you have to go suddenly on shoots, then off shoots, then lean period, then lots of work period. Suddenly, 3 shoot एक साथ आ गए हैं, so you have like 45 days non-stop shooting. How do you manage your workouts or your lifestyle in a way that allows you to stay at your level of fitness? Like right now, you have vascularity on your arms, your chest is visible, pretty lean. How do you manage your level of fitness given your extremely hectic lifestyle?
Brother, only busy people have time. And that's not a dialogue. So I'll tell you, when I was doing 3 shows in a day in Balaji, I remember Leena Mogre was the only gym that was open in Bandra in a basement which was 24 hours.
24/7, yeah. It was the only 24/7 gym at that time.
मैं आर्य मिल्क कॉलोनी से रात में 3 बजे गाड़ी लेके लीना मोगरे आता था, 40 मिनट वर्कआउट करता था. I used to sacrifice 40 minutes of sleep and another 40 minutes of traveling. That is 20 minutes. तब ट्रैफिक नहीं रहता था और रोड भी ठीक था. ट्रैवलिंग अप एंड डाउन, तो मेरा 1.5 घंटा जाता था twice a week. That is the least you can do as an actor. मेरे को लगता है the least any actor can do is look in a sort of pleasing sort of way on screen, unless and until the character demands the actor to look bad. तो मेरे को उतना तो करना चाहिए. So वो डिसिप्लिन, जैसे मैंने बोला ना, मैं सुबह 5:30 बजे उठ के मैं हॉकी खेल सकता हूँ, मैं शाम में वो डिसिप्लिन मेंटेन कर सकता हूँ, तो वो डिसिप्लिन इंस्टिल्ड है. एंड आई एम नॉट सीइंग दिस बिकॉज मैं अच्छा दिखेगा, लड़की लोग मेरे तरफ देखेगा, तब की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, 20 साल 15 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ, उसके लिए नहीं. बिकॉज आई डिड दैट, आई हैड स्टैमिना, my body was at its peak and I could do more work.
Absolutely.
You have to understand in life, if you want to go ahead, you have to put in the bloody hard work. So for me to go ahead in life at that moment, also at that time in my life, I could have easily sacrificed. मैं 3 शो कर रहा है, मैं वैनिटी वैन में सो रहा है, मैं क्या को जिम जाऊं, मैं जिम नहीं जाएगा, मैं अगले महीना जिम जाएगा. नहीं यार, करना पड़ता है. और जिम ही नहीं, मेरे को अगर उधर आधा घंटा मिलता, मैं फुल मेकअप के साथ मेकअप उतारता फटाफट, मेरा खुद का मेकअप वाला था, मैं फिल्म सिटी में आधा घंटा दौड़ता कि मैं 6 दिन से कार्डियो नहीं किया है. सो टाइम निकालना ही पड़ता है. एंड देन लेटर ऑन, नाउ अभी मैं सच बताऊं, मैं लेजी हो गया, मेरे को मालूम है मेरे को बॉडी बनाना है, मैं 2 महीने में बॉडी बना सकता. तो वो कंप्लेसेंसी आ गया. और मेरे को over a period of time ऐसा भी लगता है, now that I have started doing web shows where I have to look as real as possible. I don't have to look like Hrithik. I can have these silver beard, and according to this, I will also get real characters that I want to pursue.
Yeah.
And not only 2-dimensional characters where all my hair is standing up like that and my beard is all chiseled till there. Everyone looks like bloody smart. I don't understand, man. I don't understand what unique quality they are getting. I mean, to each their own. So today also I have a skin doctor's appointment. But before that, I will put in my hard work. I will go to a gym. मैं lower body नहीं कर सकता है, तो upper body का मैं circuit करूँगा. I cannot push myself that much because I cannot even lift weight. I don't want to put that load on my knee. Yeah. तो मैं उतना कर लूँगा. It is a basic discipline. It doesn't come and go. It is a lifestyle choice.
Yeah, a lot of people who get into the acting world make this mistake. They think fitness is only external. Because my role doesn't demand me to look good, means I can go relax completely. नहीं. fitness is also internal. That is what is going to take your career way longer than it can actually last. Right? It's how you maintain your body on the inside. You want to
Yeah.
play a fat guy? Play a fat guy, but that doesn't mean you keep your heart unhealthy. That
Yes.
doesn't mean you lose your cardio completely. Right? Like Sylvester Stallone played a fat cop in Copland. He was still working out daily,
Yeah. Yeah.
just overeating to get that excess fat. Right? And that is something that people who have been in the fitness lifestyle understand. That no matter externally how my body looks, internally it has to stay fit. I need to have general physical preparedness at all times. And that absolutely, like you mentioned, comes out of developing a habit and making it a lifestyle.
Yeah. And also people don't understand. People think that एक दूसरा मिसकॉन्सेप्शन है कि मेरे को सिक्स पैक निकालना है, सिक्स पैक निकाल के ही मैं फिट रहेगा.
Oh God, I hate that
Fat is like a sheath over all that muscle. नीचे मसल है, तू फैट लूज करेगा तो वो दिखेगा, अंदर से मसल गायब नहीं होता है भाई. तू मसल को वर्कआउट करेगा, मसल बनेगा. बहुत सिंपल.
Like two guys come to mug you on the street. What are you going to say? Hey, देख मेरे पास abs है, मेरे को मत मार. नहीं, they are going to fucking beat the trash out of you, take your wallet, take your money, kick you once again, put you in the gutter and go away. Right? And unless you have a body that is actually fit and capable of either fighting or running away, or the presence of mind to like not get stressed under that effort and do something, all that 6-pack abs, 8-pack abs, 10-pack abs is also not going to do any shit. 10-pack abs to bana nahi sakta unless you have a major genetic deformity. Oh, which brings me to another topic. So here I can take a name because he has actually said this on radio. Obviously, I don't expect him to be informed about it, but at least his trainer should have told him that. So Shah Rukh Khan, when he did Darde Disco, went on radio and said, this time I have built a 6-pack. Next time I'll do more hard work and build a 8-pack. The shape of your abdominals are determined by genetics. If you have only 6 packs, no matter what exercise you do, no matter what steroids you put in, you cannot turn them into 8 packs. Right? There are some people with only 4 abs, there are some people with 6 abs, some people with 8 abs. You cannot change that. But yeah, celebs tend to say stupid shit on camera, on radio, and I don't blame them. Like, I don't expect Shah Rukh to have an understanding of that. But at least his trainer should have told him why aisa nahi hota. But then,
yeah, brother, at one point I must have also said a lot of shit.
I'm sure. Dude, I have said a lot of shit. Like when I was a collegiate student, not knowing stuff, I used to go 45 rupees wala gym. Okay. At that time, that's all I could afford. Like 45 rupees per month. Gym में दो, वहां पे जाके वो चाचा दंड मराएगा, पुशअप्स कराएगा, पुलअप्स कराएगा. 1 महीने तक वही किया और कुछ नहीं किया.
लेकिन हाँ, उधर कल्चर रहता है.
Exactly. That's what I like. Like he built that mindset in me that I want to lift heavy. Like there were people who were like from day one, if I went to a commercial gym, I would see people lifting like half plates on each side and squatting and feeling great about themselves. In this gym that I went to, people were breaking the rack on a daily basis, like 5 plates each side going damn, like fuck. Later on, when I started going to a commercial gym, actually my fitness levels dropped. Like I was fitter when I was going to Akhada gyms. Then later on, I obviously met Kezad sir, and then again that old school perspective came back. Again, got to lifting heavy. So yeah, in some things, the old school perspectives are like really solid. Like your foundation is strong.
But we were lucky, yaar. At least udhar jaake base barabar karke liya.
Exactly. Like it's luck out of adversity. Bad things that worked good for us. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have been like one of my other college friends who used to go to Gold's gym at that time because that was the fancy gym of that time. Now the people who go at Gold's get laughed at. But yeah, and they used to have like fudda bodies, like zero strength. And I used to be 48 kgs in my early days of college. Extremely skinny. Yeah. They used to call me Kandi Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Okay? And I went from 48 kgs to 90 kgs over a period of 2.5 years.
Wow. Back to muscle.
Eggs, banana, non-stop and heavy lifting. That's it. That was my only diet at that time. Obviously, it was a lot of fat also because banana is going in so much.
Yeah.
You eat like 18 chapatis in a meal. So it was very carb heavy. But then like cutting down from 90 kgs back to 65 kgs, fucking tiring. After that, I realized I'm never putting on fat along with muscle, only lean gains. And since then, I've been doing like lean gaining, because that old classical bodybuilding concept of get as big as you can and then cut down, I'm like, fuck no, it's just not worth it.
Brother, you said a bad word. You said fat. How can you say fat
I was
in diet? How can people eat fat in diet?
And that's another myth.
Address that now, elaborate that. People don't understand. Abhi bhi, God willing, in 20, we're going to 2022, man.
Yeah, when I go to people's houses, they're like, "Oh, you're on diet, so I'll give you the chicken like lightly fried because the other chicken is deep fried." I'm like, "No, please give me the deep fried chicken." Like, "Oh, but you're on diet, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, my diet is very fat friendly. I love the fat." But yeah, if I go to explain why fat is healthy and why it has been wrongfully villainized, I'll need a 3-hour lecture here. Actually, half the blog on Project Battlefield is just about that. It's about explaining why your body actually needs dietary fats and why they are not the villains.
Every meal of my life now, I have to explain that.
Yeah.
Eating fat, you're not eating this, you're not eating roti, you're not eating chawal. How can that be? ऐसे कैसे जाने दे, फिर कभी-कभी मैं हार के खा लेता है. Explain नहीं करेगा.
I think I had gone to Marriott and I was pretty ripped at that time. And I'm having the buffet breakfast. I'm having sausages and I'm rolling them in a slice of cheese. And I just have like 10 sausages rolled in slices of cheese. And this waiter like, "Sir, you look like you're into fitness. Then why are you having so much cheese?" I'm like, "अभी मेरे को तेरे को ये समझाना पड़ा ना, तो dinner तक मैं इधर ही बैठेगा." ठीक है? So some other time, because then I have to explain them how carbs create fattening.
One question.
Yeah.
One question. Does eating fat make you fat?
No. One word answer, no. Like by that logic, like I right now consume 140 grams of fat per day. Okay, by 140 grams, if you break it down to spoons of ghee, is what? 140 divided by 5. My math sucks.
140 divided by
14 into
5.
2. 14 into 2. 28.
Yeah.
28 spoons of ghee a day basically is what I'm eating. I am not fat. Like still not fat. Right? Despite being like on a eased out period right now.
So मेरे को simple answer दे. What makes you fat?
There is actually no simple answer for this.
Okay.
Because a very uneducated, half-educated answer would be carbs make you fat. Okay. But you also need to understand calorific intake. You also need to understand insulin sensitivity. If over time your insulin sensitivity has been degenerated to extremely bad level, even 50 grams of carbs will make you fat.
Exactly.
Whereas if your insulin sensitivity is very high, you can be consuming 400 grams of fat on a daily basis and still not be getting fat. Right? But that does not mean your body will be healthy on the inside there. Okay, there can also be other repercussions of that. Just because you don't look fat doesn't mean you're not unhealthy on the inside. So nutrition is a very detailed science. You cannot expect the gyan for it to be through one meme, one Insta post, or one random trivia magazine article that you read somewhere. Like if you actually want nutrition advice, go to a nutritionist and get that advice, or do a nutrition course yourself so that you know the insides out of it and can make sensible decisions yourself.
So tell me something. Everyone doesn't have the bloody time.
Of course.
To study nutrition. So can they get in touch with you and to guide them?
Of course. I get in touch, book a consultation, come over anytime. Earlier, though, I used to be only based in Bombay and I used to hate online consultations, so I should not do them. But now, thanks to the pandemic, everybody started online consultations. So have I. I currently have clients from Dubai, Philippines, Malaysia, US, UK, Canada, and the rest of India. So now geographic divide is not a factor anymore, thanks to Zoom, like we're having this interview right now, right? Technology has made life so much simpler. Just get your advice from somebody who's actually qualified to give that advice. rather than buying one magazine of 40 rupees on the newsstand and then saying, oh, मैंने वो ऋतिक वाला article पढ़ा, अभी मेरे diet पे जाएगा.
Let me butt in right now. तो क्या रहता है ना ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन ये सब के लिए ना, हम लोग बहुत लोग उधर पैसा खर्चा करने के लिए सबको बुरा लगता है. I am telling you guys watching this, if there is one thing that you all can invest in is your health. Most bloody important, which the pandemic has proven. You invest in your health, your immunity is up, you're better equipped for life and all the challenges life throws at you. This is not more like a testimonial. Pushkaraj is a friend of mine. I consult with him. So if you guys have any queries about your lifestyle, about nutrition, about your workout schedules or something, get in touch with him. He is certified, educated, intelligent, and he will guide you the way he's guiding you. Chal, let's move ahead.
And actually, the fourth point also that factors is experience. How many people from what fields have you actually consulted? Okay. There are people who are like only dealing with fat loss. And then athletes come to them and they're like, abhi main iske sath kya karu? They have only dealt with fat loss clients. They have never dealt with a person who's training 6 to 8 hours a day and then doing a 4-hour job of training other students and then trying to go home by train for 2 hours and trying to get a good night's rest. Uska diet kya fix hai? Wo aur kya fat loss karega? He's at the epitome of catabolic diets. Like his body is catabolic in every sense right now. 10 hours of effort plus 2 hours of traveling every day with only 6 hours of sleep. So also look into what kind of people your consultant has consulted or your nutritionist has consulted. Okay. Have they dealt with actors who need to cut down to a shoot schedule within 6 days or 3 days or 2 days? Have they dealt with athletes who need to plan their whole year ahead of them? Or have they dealt with only housewives who want to lose like 20 kgs and oh, now I can fit into this dress and put transformation photo on Instagram before, after, and after के बाद क्या हुआ वो कोई नहीं बताता. Right? That before, after went back to before in the very third month after that after. But that they'll not show on Instagram.
No, I know, I see people with hair loss. I see the age coming up on their face because of these fat diets and crash diets, and bhai, there is no shortcut. हम लोग सब देख चुका है. You have to put in the hard work. You have to make lifestyle changes. You have to have the right lifestyle choices. Nothing else. तो कितना भी गोली पाउडर टोचन कुछ भी डाल दे, कुछ भी डाइट कर, there is no substitute for hard work.
Absolutely. Like grind every day, basically. Okay, Ajaz. So, one thing we haven't discussed is our love for biking.
Yeah, man.
So I didn't know actually you used to do BMX stunting. Did that ever carry over to bikes? Or there was already too much damage before that?
I think so, man. The sense of freedom that it gives you, I think, just a minute, yeah. The puppy is crying. I want to see why. Sorry, it's important.
No worries.
Hey, what happened?
Elbow. Come in. Till then, this is my puppy. His name is Elbow. Yes, Elmo.
Oh,
that's Elmo.
Elmo.
Yeah. He's the guy who had brain damage and couldn't walk. And now he runs around the house. And he's my tail. Like he'll always be my foot side. So anytime pick him up, introduce him to the camera. Go, boy. Go. Come on. Yes, go. Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking about biking, right?
Yeah.
I think I think the most fascinating part about it is as close to flying that I can be. It gives me the sense of freedom, man. Even on cycles, I remember going down a hill with the wind rushing through your hair. It exhilarates you. And also on a cycle or on a bike, you have to be mindful. You have to be in the moment. Otherwise, you'll crash and die. So that brings you, your world shrinks over here. हम लोग योगा करते हैं, मेडिटेशन करते हैं, उसका मतलब क्या है? ध्यान करना. ध्यान मतलब फोकस करना. और बाइक पर तुम ऑटोमेटिकली तुम फोकस करते हो यार, तुम्हारी बाकी सब जिंदगी के इश्यूज है ना, बहुत irrelevant लगते हैं.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely
puts
relate to
you
that.
in a zen state of mind, and that actually calms me. That actually gives me a sensible perspective towards life also. कि इतना नहीं है यार, इतना कुछ important नहीं है. You got to keep moving, otherwise you crash and die. You got to be mindful. So that is one thing that just yesterday I took Pavitra for a bike ride and I was explaining things to her, and she was, and you would know a novice pillion rider, as soon as she sat behind, she squeezed her knees on me. I thought, no problem. I started training her slowly. But having said that, I don't think our roads are that bike friendly, man.
Yeah.
मैं 12 साल बॉम्बे में बुलेट चलाया हूँ. I think every alternate day I've fallen from it.
Now you have a Himalayan, right?
कोई ना कोई, huh?
Now you have a Himalayan, right?
I have a Himalayan right now.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting something easier, something bigger on my birthday this August. Let's see. That is my only, क्या बोलने का, guilty pleasure.
But Himalayan is brilliant for like off-roads and Indian terrain. Like initially I did not like the bike. The version 1 was crap. The version 2 was brilliant.
I have the version 1. I took it as soon as
Oh,
it
damn
came
it.
up. Ah, man. And the oil pipe has a problem all the
Yeah. Version 1 was terrible. Version 2 was quite good. Like I rode it in Ladakh and everything. Like you can easily stand and ride through whatever terrain. So there were 5 other riders with me, and they were riding bullets. And I had taken my Dominar, and my friend had an Himalayan, so we exchanged bike for a terrain.
Okay. Dominar was good, yeah?
Dominar is good. Dominar is good. So we were exchanging and riding in between. So when he wanted to cruise a bit, he took the Dominar. When I wanted to do off-road a bit, I took the Himalayan. Because Dominar has a low clearance, so it is not that great for off-roading. Himalayan is pretty good for off-roading. And
yeah, of course.
I was doing 40-50 kmph on absolutely rocky terrain, whereas the people on bullets 20 पे डग करके आ रहे हैं. I used to reach a cafe, आराम से sit there, sit having kava, sit having Maggie till the time these guys reached. Then they'll reach tired, butt sore and everything. Like, oh man, ruk raha hai yaar, this is your idea of fun. I'm like, yeah, this is my idea of fun. Part of it is choosing the right bike for the ride.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It makes all the difference, yeah. It makes all the difference.
What's the last long ride you did?
I think it was Bombay, Goa, Bombay, the old highway.
So you did it with a stopover, or you did it continuous day?
Sorry?
You did it with a stopover, you continuously did like 12 hour, 12 hour?
I did both with a stopover.
Yeah, that is more convenient. Like, aaram se ride karo. Yeah, I hate stressful riding now. Like, no point in doing 600 kilometers in a day. Chill maro.
Exactly. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone.
Perfect.
मेरे को मजा आता है. I stop now. I stop and take the scenery in.
Yeah. I like a place. I stop. I chill. I take out my flask. Have a chai there. Move on from there. I stopped doing group rides for that reason. Group rides was like जाते रहो, like stupid shit, yaar. Like, nahin. I want to stop where I want to stop. I want to chill. I want to enjoy my rides. Yeah. So cool. We should do a ride together sometimes.
Sure, man. We should. And you're in Delhi, right?
Yeah. All riding locations up north of here.
Exactly. Wish.
Yeah, I just did a trip to Ludhiana and back.
Yeah.
Now I'm waiting for winters to start riding again.
Oh, winter is beautiful over there.
Yeah. Like this weather is terrible. Aja. You have a house here. Aja, chill here. Pick up a bike, head out. And I have friends with bikes here also. If you don't want to ship your bike, just take a friend's bike, come along.
Awesome.
We shall make that plan. All right, Ijaz. Final question.
Yeah.
What are the projects you have lined up ahead? And what kind of projects do you see yourself doing in the next 5 to 6 years?
Well, okay. Let me manifest this. I see myself doing international projects in the next 5, 6 years. I want to have a bigger reach, and I think I want to keep pushing my limits. I see the web shows being made recently. I saw The Mayor of Easttown. Oh my God, what a beautiful show! And I want to do. I think I will fit in. Sensibility बराबर है और schooling भी बराबर हो रहा है अभी. What are the projects lined up? There are a few very interesting projects here, but I have signed them, but till they don't take off, especially in this mahal of pandemic, you never know when the shootings are going to start, when the shootings are going to end. They're trying to book the locations. They're waiting for a few things. There are very interesting things that thankfully City of Dreams has opened me to.
City of Dreams was brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I see the flaws in it. I see flaws in myself, of course, but I see a growth also as an actor. मैं उतना तो अपने आप को थोड़ा दे रहा है.
My girlfriend is actually a fan. She's like, my girlfriend is actually a fan of the show. Like, she sat down and watched season 2 as soon as it released. I haven't seen season 2 yet, by the way. But yeah, 1 was brilliant, and she says like it's literally 3 characters who have carried the entire show on their shoulders. Like the lead actress Ijaz and her father. So I'm like, interesting. So that's a perspective without bias. At that time, she didn't know like we are friends or I'm consulting you or whatever.
Okay.
She just stated, have you seen the show? It's nice. Like these 3 characters have done really well. Then I told her, oh, this character. Like, oh, you know him. Like, yeah.
Ask her for constructive criticism, yaar, kya acha nahi laga usko. I always do that.
I shall ask her. I shall send you.
City of Dreams has opened up a lot of opportunities for me also. One thing I'm excited about is playing a blind gangster. So for that, I know I will have to work my ass off. I'm manifesting it. Works out very soon. I like to play characters that I can bring a nuance of Ijaz Khan in it. I know I can do justice to it, and I know I can. It's going to be challenging, and every night I'm going to be shitting bricks. If मैं ये कल कैसे करेगा, but that's what propels me.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not nervous, if you're not slightly anxious about what you're about to do, then it's not something worth doing. Like if you reach that point of overconfidence that ये तो मैं कल कर लेगा, then no, it's not a challenge anymore. It's not worth doing anymore. It has to have that slight anxiety, like fuck, मैं कैसे करेगा कि नहीं करेगा. That slight buzz you need in you. That's when you know you're doing the right things.
You know, I used to say this one thing very, very long back in my life, that the minute you feel you have arrived, you're already on your way out.
Absolutely.
And okay, see this.
Hey, doggo! It's a beagle.
Yeah.
Beagle. I love beagles, man. The floppy ears.
The most badtameez but the most loving dog ever. इसको गुस्सा करो ना, ये ऐसे प्यार से दिखती है. The cutest.
Earlier you had a lab, no?
Yeah. This Pavitra is actually.
Oh.
I had 2 labs, yaar.
Yeah, I know. I know your 2 labs. Your story also.
3.5 years and they passed away.
Yeah.
That's the most heartbreaking time for any dog human. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm excited about these things. There are some other projects that are in the pipeline. वो सब अभी बात करके कुछ फायदा नहीं, वो बड़े-बड़े बात ही रहेंगी. But very thankful for City of Dreams. Very thankful that it has opened up more opportunities for me. And 5 साल में मेरे को international projects करने हैं. Not because India में अच्छा projects नहीं बन रहा है, but I think that will be a little more challenging. And I see myself.
And a wider spectrum, at least reaching a wider audience, more people, a different experience makes a huge difference. Like for example, in Tanu Veds Manu, your character did not have a lot of screen time, but it stole the audience because of your performance. Your performance was so good. It captivated the audience, and people remembered that character. Okay, and that was like really good acting. I think did that open a lot of doors for you? Did that character open a lot of doors for you?
Okay. It should have, but at that time, I didn't know the ins and outs of the industry, man. I should have got management. I should have pursued with production houses that, तेरे को मालूम है वो टाइम लोगों को मालूम भी नहीं था कि जो जस्सी कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रहा है वो एक्चुअली सरदार है या नहीं है. They thought it was a real सरदार.
Yeah, you played it so well. It was very convincing.
Yeah. So when people got to know Ijaz Khan, कौन Ijaz Khan? वो टीवी वाला Ijaz Khan. अरे ऐसा हो गया तो maybe people thought it was a one-off thing. Manu was Manu 2 के बाद भी वैसा थोड़ा हुआ. I should have marketed myself well.
Capitalize that moment.
To be a successful actor, it is not only about acting. It's a lot of different other things. You have to be made of some other substance at all, because every day in and day out you're facing rejection. And for an actor to build himself again at night, nah, I can do this and I have confidence. God, you got to be really, really, really stupid, or you got to be really smart to do that all the time.
Yeah, it's a psychological challenge.
Yeah.
Not breaking down to that pressure.
And I'm still facing it.
Of course, it's a never-ending process.
Are still facing it, because with the web shows, what has happened now is good acting talent is up in the forefront. You don't necessarily have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be a famous actor or a star. You have to be a good actor. And मेरे को लगता है I'm on the right path. मेरे को लगता है एक्टिंग की बात आती है तो मेरा नाम जब आता है, हाँ एक्टिंग कर लेगा, वो है. So I'm happy with where I am. Just yesterday, my house staff, a new boy that I have, Suji, मैं बोल रहा था आप वापस से बहुत पैसा कमाओगे और बहुत फेमस हो जाओगे. मैं इसको ऐसा, यार इसके लिए सक्सेस का मायने ये है कि मैं और ज्यादा पैसे कमाऊं और फेमस हो जाऊं. मेरे लिए सक्सेस का मायने ये है कि I'm happy with what I am. I'm happy with the space I am in. And success to me will be, I have freedom of choice of what to do with my time.
Yeah.
So that is most important right now, because every day I realize that, अरे आज का दिन चला गया, अरे ये घंटा चला गया, अरे ये argument में 2 दिन चले गए, अरे I haven't spoken to my sister for 1 week, time चला गया. So I feel the most important thing right now for me is time. It doesn't come back, man. So I want to have the freedom of choice to make a choice of what to do with my time and not be compelled.
Perfect.
I think that I will feel successful. So more or less, all of us can be in that space if we reset our mind a little bit. Otherwise, you can keep running in a race. The biggest superstars also feel they are not successful every Friday. So
I get that. All right, man. All right, Ijaz, very nice talking to you. I hope this interview helps a lot of people open their heads about a lot of concepts or misconceptions they have about food, nutrition, acting as a career. People just think, actor banega, glamour ki life hai. They don't realize the fucking hard work that goes into it. The number of auditions, rejections, work, background work, the amount of trauma it gives your fucking brain. People don't get that. And I hope a lot of people see all the hard work that goes into it. And all the best.
Thank you.
And obviously I'll be there all along.
And everyone seeing this, the right guidance, please come to my brother. Tried and tested.
See you guys on Project Battlefit on Instagram and www.projectbattlefit.com. Ijaz is obviously there on Instagram. Do give him a follow, because he only talks about sensible stuff. No jazz, no bullshit, and a lot of sense. All right. Great mentor to have. If you have him, follow him. All right. See ya, guys. See ya, Ijaz. Take care.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.